Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. If you've clicked on this video, you have a desire to want to learn a detailed explanation of how to solve differential equations. As a mechanical engineer, I use differential equations quite often, especially on my job, and I'm here to make your life a little bit easier. So let's go ahead and get started. First thing we have to understand when solving differential equations is that this y prime right here is equal to dy over dx. Okay, now that we've established that, the goal of solving differential equations is to get the y's on one side and the x's on the other. So let's go ahead and do that as well. So we have dy dx is equal to xy. Now to get the x's on one side, what we're going to do is we're going to multiply dx on this side as well as on this side, just like in algebra, right? Next, we're going to cancel the dx's out on the left side, and that just leaves us with dy is equal to xy times dx. All right. Now what we want to do is we want to divide the y's on both sides as well. So we're going to cancel that out. Oops. Cancel out the y's. And now all we have left is dy over y is equal to x dx. Now, if you remember calculus, this dy over y right here should look pretty familiar, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to rewrite our dy over y as 1 over y dy is equal to x dx. Okay, and now what we can do, that 1 over y, remember, if we want to take the integral on both sides. So when we take the integral on both sides, that 1 over y becomes natural log absolute y plus c is equal to, and remember the integral of x squared, of x is x squared over 2 plus c. Okay, so remember, we're solving for y. So the main thing that we want to do is we want to get rid of that natural log that's in front of that y. In order to do that, we need to put an e in front of it. And whatever we do on one side, we have to do on the other, right? So e to the natural log, remember, if you remember that, natural log of e is equal to 1, and e to the natural log is also equal to 1. So basically, these cancel out, which just leaves us with y, or absolute value of y. And we can actually just write this as y. Okay, so now we want to change this e to the x squared over 2 plus c to something entirely different. Now, if you remember the product rule, and I'll write it to the side up here, the product rule states that a to the m plus n is equal to a to the m times a to the n. So we can actually write this term like this: e to the x squared over 2, e to the c. So now we have y is equal to e to the x squared over 2 times e to the c. Now some people write e to the c as k, And that is perfectly fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to stick to that. And now the final answer, you can move the k in the front, is y is equal to k e to the x squared over 2. Okay, we are done. So be sure to like this video, comment below if you have any questions. I'll definitely get back to you. Subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you can be alerted for my next upcoming tutorials with math, differential equations, and even engineering math.